Sienna, did you know that Scripture does not teach us a life of restless motion? It teaches us a life led by the Spirit. Many times the voice of God is not found in noise, speed, or reaction. It's found in the pause.
Ooh, that's good.
There's power in pause.
Can you guess what today's topic is? The power of pause. Mm-hmm. I feel like there's so many. I'm so stoked about this one because we're going to cover 10 different topics that transforms into our everyday life every single day. And the first one we're going to go over is the pause before reaction. Is anyone guilty of not pausing before reaction?
Yeah, you are for sure.
Are you joking?
No.
No, I
am joking. But
yeah. No, honestly, so I notice, and I think I'm 31, and it's taken time. It's taken time for like accountability. So for one, we don't know things about ourselves until we're in those scenarios. And I notice with my like career and professional life, I don't struggle with that, but with my personal, there's different moments that we're in, right? And so I'm like, oh, I might have been able to think before we spoke, or, you know what I mean? Just pondered on that idea or a little bit longer before I made a decision. And so I think I'm absolutely guilty. And I feel like a lot of us are. And it's just kind of neat to maneuver and grow within that and hold yourself accountable. Like, I want to get better. There's just things. I would love to make a different intellectual decision before I like decide to speak.
Well, our human nature, we're built to react quickly sometimes.
Yeah.
The flesh wants to come out of anger, and what happens when we say stuff out of anger? We're going to regret it later.
100%.
And I have Proverbs right here, 29:11. A fool uttereth all his mind, but a wise man keep it in till afterwards.
Ooh.
So a pause allows the spirit to govern the response instead of emotion.
Yeah.
Because we allow emotion to
take
dictate
over,
us.
right?
Yes.
Just like back in our other podcast about motivation over discipline. Motivation being that emotion. It's wild what an emotion can do.
Because anger, pride, fear, and offense, they push us to say stuff that...
Let me defend myself.
Exactly. Like we have to sometimes.
Yeah.
Sometimes we don't have to have that last word.
I agree.
There's peace in waiting. Peace in
100%.
Waiting for that reaction, waiting for the response. And that's kind of being proactive instead of reactive.
Right.
And
I know we've talked about that before, too. I think we even have a specific podcast, right, over being reactive and proactive. But like I said, just the power of the pause. There's so many of those categories that we can take in. So stay with us as we go over the 10.
Yeah. Think about how many things that have relationships that have ended off of words that were spoken too quickly.
Yeah.
You didn't allow yourself to
Friendships, too.
Yep.
Like someone got heated in the moment and it's like, oh, you hurt my feelings. Bye.
Yep.
It's like it's so sad. Some of the things though that we do lose over stuff like that. But it's a process and it's a learning moment.
Yep.
For a lot of us. But I don't know. Okay, you just mentioned it's on my heart to say Proverbs. How many are in Proverbs? Like numbers?
Proverbs?
Numbers.
31.
Is it 31? Okay.
Yeah, I believe so. That's the last one with the woman.
Because it's like, okay, that one's been coming up on my feed recently about being a proverb. True, that's my algorithm. But the Proverbs 31 is, I've heard a lot of women, oh my gosh, the women I am surrounded by is, mind-blowing.
You actually are surrounded by a few Proverbs 31 women. I do know that for a fact.
That's what I'm like wanting to live by.
Yeah.
And there's different, for one, I want to actually go through Proverbs in general. I feel we've talked about this as well. Everyone needs to read the whole book of Proverbs.
Yeah, every young man that I mentor, I always, that's when we start a Bible study, that is the very first one I make them read.
Such perspective. And it's a month long. Dictate every single day for a month, right? That'd be a good challenge.
Proverbs 31.
What is the first sentence there? Are you there?
Yes. Talking about the first sentence about the woman or the first sentence in general?
No, about the woman.
Okay, about the woman.
I know, sorry, I'm putting you on the spot.
Who can find a virtuous woman? For her price is far above rubies. The heart of her husband doth safely trust in her, so that he shall have no need of spoil. She will do him good and not evil all the days of her life. She seeketh wool and flax, and worketh willingly with her hands. I wish my wife was listening right now. She is like the merchant ships. She bringeth her food from afar. And she basically, this woman goes out and gets it for the family as well.
Yeah, right. Because the man does in general. He has his own. But the woman, too, just being a godly woman.
Yeah, well, I had talked with my mentor actually earlier today. And he was telling me how he could be in a room full of leaders and he can tell which one of them has a good wife at home and which one he has a business partner with.
Okay.
Which one of them, like who's married the business partner and who actually has a loving wife.
Right.
That he loves her and she loves him. And immediately I got a little insecure. I was like, oh, snap. It makes you tighten up.
Yeah.
But that is, you can tell a man who's loved and who is loving compared to a man who's not.
Yeah.
That reaction.
Yeah.
The person who's swift to anger.
Absolutely.
Is there love there?
Yeah.
How can you be saved,
Right.
but yet speak the way you speak, react the way you react, but yet you're going to say you're a follower of Christ?
Yeah.
It's hard.
Absolutely.
It's tough, you know.
It is. Yeah.
Yeah. That's both ways. It's a spectrum. So there's that reaction. No, you don't want to react the way out of anger, but also you don't want to not say nothing at all.
True.
You got to stand up for your wife. You got to stand up for what you believe in. God didn't call you to be timid. He didn't call you to be soft and, oh, it's so fine. Nope.
Yeah. Like
Stand
that
up.
submissive. Yeah. Just the communication is so important in general, too, just like to help. They go hand in hand.
Yep.
We're just to complement one another, you know? But, okay, neat. I did not expect to go over Proverbs 31. It's just, sorry, it's been on my, you read Proverbs, okay? So you started it.
My fault.
No, it's a good thing. Look at that. I think we got an educational moment for us women here.
Number 2.
Yeah. What you got?
Pause to hear God.
Ooh, how many of us don't do that? I just so happened to go, I decided it'd been on my heart too, to go on a 3-day spiritual fast. And I had done this before. I was telling Rocky briefly, I had done this before, but my intent was different. My intent was like health-wise, the inflammation I had, let's just detox, right, whatever. And the fact when I look back, and I didn't even want to do this spiritually and be in the Word and open up that Bible every single day, twice a day, and sit in the pause. I had a friend tell me recently, Casey, because I love her and she deserves to be talked about. She was like, when you do a fast, give yourself like a few 30 minutes, whether it be a workout, whether it be you're driving, whether you're washing your, whatever you're doing, vacuuming, don't have anything on. Because we're used to music. We're used to the TV. Do we always sit in silence? No, right? There's
silence.
Kids in the background. There's all sorts of different categories. And so, no, I was like, cool, challenge accepted. Mind you, I wouldn't have known that if I didn't like have her to kind of tell me. So I wanted to kind of give this example because it was neat to see, to literally sit in that pause, Rocky. Those 3 days were just incredible. And I'm looking forward to like dedicating whether it be once a month or however it goes on my own timeline, but I need to do that more often.
Yeah. So there's a lot of people I know who pray.
Yeah.
I don't know how many of them actually listen.
Ooh, yeah.
It's always
Doing the
one-sided.
action. Yeah.
It's relationships. There's two different, relationships are never just one-sided.
For sure. Absolutely.
And it's always God. A lot of people come to God for, I need, why?
Yeah.
But are not allowing him to speak, not allowing
Listen.
to speak. And then you can't even understand him if you don't get into his word.
Yeah.
You won't be able to know who he is.
He speaks to you.
Yeah.
In
And
whatever
the only way
way
to discern it is that you get into his word and then you get the quiet. And then in that silence when he speaks.
Yeah.
Prayer is not only speaking to God. Prayer is also the quieting the heart long enough to hear him. And that's what she was trying to say.
Yeah.
Silence.
Agreed. Yeah.
Allow him to move. Yes, you're doing this thing.
For sure.
But silence. Let him move. Let him talk.
It happens. It's so chuckling to see, to witness too.
Yeah.
And just to see like the people around you that also, whatever way that is, but to sit in the pause, whether, the prayer and this and listening and to hear other people's testimonies about this, it's like, why didn't I know this a long time ago? Why didn't I start doing this a long time ago? We're on our own journey, but it's just surrounding yourself with people that educate you. And I don't know how to explain it. It's just cool. It's cool to see. But Okay, do you get to sit in this pause? Do you kind of check yourself too sometimes? Because you're busy. We're both busy. Everyone's busy. I feel like I could do it more. Could you say that you could do it a little bit more too?
Oh, yes, we all can.
Yeah.
It's hard to, especially as a young person, you want to be successful. You want to do all the things. So it's hard to start saying no. You know, it's hard to say no. Not every opportunity is a blessing. Not everything that comes at you is like, oh, yeah, you got to do it. Jump on it fast.
Yeah.
You got to stop. Pray about it first. We talked about vision last time.
Yeah.
Yeah, we get the vision, but we also got to have some discipline.
Like, hold up. Yeah.
And prepare with God first. Allow us that stillness, that quietness. If we're still, that's what we can hear. We can hear the Spirit. I'm very fortunate and blessed to be around people like you are, who push you spiritually.
Yeah.
I was pushed physically and financially for so long. I'm now at the very best, I think, around with surrounding myself I've ever been with the spiritual people who also have all those other things.
Yeah.
But spiritual wealth is, they're I'm with billionaires.
Absolutely.
Spiritually.
Yeah.
And I think that is the best blessing I've ever had. And I get to see how they operate, see how they move, see how they let God dictate their life.
Yeah.
Because we had a car show at our church. And I met some people there who were like, we don't believe in religion. We don't believe in, like, you don't got to go to church.
Yeah.
What you mean? What are you talking about? You don't believe in religion? What do you believe in? I believe in Jesus. We believe in Jesus. Okay. But without religion, Jesus, yeah, we got freedom in Jesus. But he said, my yoke is easy, my burden is light. We're still tied up. We still got to submit to him. Yeah. There's a submission we still need to have. We think that we can have Jesus without church. That's a false lie. That's a lie right now. That everyone, if you're listening to this, you think that you can have Jesus without church, you need to repent right now and actually read the word. Follow him. How can you grow without church?
Yeah.
That's like saying I have a family, but I don't really care for them. Like, I don't see them.
Yeah.
How do you say you have a family?
You're not present.
That's like me being a father, but yet I'm not present. I'm not there. I won't go to any game. I won't support anything. I won't build no boxcar ever.
Yeah.
Right, but I'm a dad, though. No. It's not how it works.
Right.
Because presence is what matters. In his presence. How can you get in his presence if you're not at church? Around the like-minded people who are growing. Yes, we need to go. It's more than just a Sunday.
Yeah.
We need to get equipped for the rest of the week.
After that Sunday, then
exactly.
What? Yep.
That's why my pastor, he does the podcast. He does Substacks. We have connect groups where people who are like-minded people all week long are connecting in the Word. You were at the church a few weeks ago making my Bible for me.
Yeah, I did.
Thank you for that.
Yeah, no problem.
But we had the women had a Bible bling up. Then they have a women's worship night.
Yep.
Women who are coming together who want to be Proverbs 31 women.
Yep.
And that's how you do it. You get around people like that. It's like if you want to go party, you're going to go with your friends. You're going to do all that. You know where to party at. But you know where to pray at. You know where to get people who want to get better, who want to pray, who want to get spiritually.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Not to get on a tangent, but yeah.
No.
That's what we need. We need to remind ourselves. My pastor was talking about it the other day. Absolute truth. This right here is absolute truth. There is no wavering in it. There's no binding. There's no bending. There's no folding. This is truth.
Yeah.
I follow this book because this book saved my life. He showed me what I was. He gave me my identity. And it's like a good restaurant. I want to tell everybody else about it.
Yeah.
You want to tell everybody else about it. You went to church on Sunday. He spoke to you. I was there. And I was like, gosh, dog. It's like, I felt weird. I was like, man, she probably think I told my pastor everything that's going on in her life.
No, I didn't. It was just, I genuinely chuckled a couple times. Like, what in the world is happening? But it was amazing because I had been wanting to go for a couple weeks. And then that weekend, it was just perfect. And I was like, once I told Seti, I'm going, my word is all I got. So I'm going. Something has to be drastically wrong for me to not go. And so what a game changer that was.
Yeah.
And then afterwards, he was like, I'm going to pray for you. And I'm like, what do you know?
Yeah, exactly. But also, what pastor does these things?
Yeah.
That the mega church, big churches, you don't ever get to see them.
No, I agree. It is, and then even going back to the whenever we did the women's night and we decorated our Bibles, I haven't felt that in a while, I will say. Just like the community, it's not just like, I don't know, I've been saying check off the list a lot in my vocabulary, but it's not just like a check off the list just to make me feel good. Let me go to church just to feel good on a Friday night. No, I walked out so my cup was filled. Like I got to see women that I hadn't seen in a while because I hadn't been there in a while. And just the way it was, and the way we talk to each other, the intellectualness that comes with it, you're learning from all walks of life, all ages. And so it just was cool. And then that's why I was like, no, I gotta go to church. And here we are. And then even, 2 weeks ago, Tuesday, I had gotten this tug to call up a girlfriend that I just found out that she's like hosting her own Bible study. I was going to text her, but I was driving. But it was like a split second decision. And I was like, no, let me just call her just to do it. Hold myself accountable rather than a text, because then it gives me time to change my mind. She gave me the details. Ever since that week, my life has changed. This past Friday, she's like, let's go. We want to have a girls' night, just like 4 women. What in the world? They're like fasting on their own. I don't know. Everyone is going through their own journey and stuff. And we just sat and talked all about God, all about Jesus. And mind you, it's to the point where, let's be real, I'm still a baby. I have a lot to grow and learn. I'm not going to pretend like I know all this stuff. It's what I'm trying to say here is they were talking, their terminology. I was like, I don't know what you're saying. Let me like write this note down so I can go back and like ask Casey what she was saying or what does this mean. And so I want to be intimidated like that. Like help me grow. And so it was just cool. But like I said, once you start opening that book and being intentional with it, your life changes. Yeah. So it's just,
well, this is God right here in front of us.
Right.
We say book, but it's the word of God, and God is. I'm already in John. I'm about to go to John chapter 1 since I'm right here.
Yeah.
And this is a great explanation of what this is right in front of me and what Jesus is. In the beginning was the Word. The Word. And the Word was with God. Okay. And the Word was God. So this right here is God. The same was in the beginning with God. All things were made by him, and without him was not anything made that was made. In him was life, and the life was the light of men. And the light shineth in the darkness, and the darkness comprehended not. There was a man sent from God whose name was John. He talks about John, but beginning was the Word, and the Word was God with God, and the Word was God. Jesus' part is God. Kind of saying that, but the Word is also God. This right here is God in the flesh, right in front of us, just like Jesus was. So this book, when you read it, it's a double-edged sword, that people say.
Yep. Do me a favor. Go to John 51:5.
2 John.
How do you end up in all these? Wait, there's a 2 John?
Yeah, there's a 1 John, 2 John. Well, there's John and then
the 1 John. Wait, where were you just in?
I was in the book of John.
I think it's in the book of John. No? Okay, see, I just learned something new. I love that.
Don't we all?
Wait, I got you. My intent.
15:5.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah,
sorry.
I was about to say 51.
Wow, my bad.
I am the vine.
Yep.
Yea are the branches. He that abideth in me, and I in him, the same bringeth forth much fruit. For without me, ye can do nothing. That's facts.
The vine, right? Like the tree. We're rooted in rising with the tree. The vine, we need nourishment to keep the branches. The branches can die, right? Whenever we don't nourish those, branches fall off.
We talk about it. Well, the regular next verse. If a man abideth not in me, he is cast forth as a branch and is withered. And men gather them and cast them into the fire, and they are burned.
Yes.
If ye abide in me, and my words abide in you, ye shall ask what ye will, and it shall be done unto you.
Daily prayer. He's asking about that daily prayer to keep that vine. It's crazy. It's
because we need nourishment.
We do.
And if we don't, we will get cut off.
course.
And he's going to throw into the fire.
Oh, so how do you end up in every book that's on my mind? Love that. Everything happens for a reason, doesn't
That's
it?
how
I don't
God-
believe in coincidences. Isn't that what you just said earlier too?
Yeah. Well, God moves. And he's constantly moving. And he plays 4D chess. He's moving. He's playing with it. That's what he's
It's a
doing.
good one. Okay.
So he's going to make, like, church what happened on Sunday. That was, my pastor was telling me the other week. How God was tugging at him, pulling at him. And I'm like, man, how did you know? He goes, I didn't.
Yeah.
I just submitted to God. He submitted. When you're in that silence, you listen. He gives you a word. And he didn't know what he was doing. He was just submitting. He didn't know he was going to affect you.
Yeah.
He didn't know there was someone else there.
That he was talking to.
Exactly. And he wasn't even supposed to preach.
That's also crazy. It's a crazy story.
But back to this pause. Number 3.
Oh, yeah.
Pause between vision and execution. Not every day should be acted on immediately. 'Cause
Absolutely.
Vision requires preparation. And we kind of discussed that.
No, because I was whenever I read this, I was pondering when I wouldn't say like 18 younger, I'd say mid 20s. And you know how we get this idea? It could be back in the day I was super into like, I should have stuck with it, but that's whenever YouTube became a thing and we had all these fitness influencers and these camera people before like now. Now it's easy. Now it's more, people don't really judge you as much, but before it was like so intimidating.
Foreign, yep.
Like, what the heck? You have a camera like that's watching you work out? It was so uncomfortable for me. And so I had this crazy idea. I was like, I'm going to do that. So what do? I go buy a $600 camera. And mind you, I used it, but it's just like I was pondering on this specifically because I'm like, oh, I'm guilty of getting excited about certain ideas, usually it's hobbies for me that I get stoked about. And I'm like, let me go purchase that thing or research that thing and then make a decision. But it's like, if I would have done my homework, studied a little bit more, I might have known a little bit more about that camera I purchased because it should have been another one. You know, different settings and stuff that it's like, I got so excited.
Then the emotions.
That emotion word is just can really dictate decisions.
It'll get you. It'll get you. And that's one thing that I work on, but also one of the kids that I mentor, it's really unbridled at it when you're in the youth. You don't realize it when you're looking at them, you're talking to them. It's very unbridled, their emotion. It's like, it's like a horse telling you, you know how they have reins on a horse, you go left, and their emotions tug them to the left and to the right, and tug them to the right. And will avoid me because I call them out on their emotions. It's because
they need, they need accountability in people like that too. Sometimes
we all need it. I needed it.
Yeah,
I needed to get checked, and then my mentor, me and him fought all the time. Oh my goodness, James.
Yeah,
we fought all the time.
Yeah, because you're honest.
And then to this day, I even tell him once a week. I probably send an apology, a random apology. My fault. You're all right. Just randomly.
Good
because
for you.
These kids, they pull out of me what I was pulling out of him. You get so mad because you love something so much.
Right.
And it's like, what are you doing? Like, stop allowing these emotions to tell you where to go.
Yeah.
I'm trying to help you so you don't fail. I failed already, so you don't have to.
Yeah.
And if you have to learn from experience, you're going to, it's going to take you a long time.
Yeah.
It's going to take you a very long time to go somewhere in life because you need to be able to reverse engineer someone else's success.
Ever since you said that word, reverse engineer, like last year, I use that for everything. No, I'm so serious. I think I even use it in my vocabulary for work. Yeah. I'm like, we got to reverse engineer this. I sound so cool saying that.
I sound cool saying it just now.
But it's true.
Yeah.
You're so right. But I will say the first thing that I took from what you just said was you said, I'm sorry. Like that's also another step into that moment though, is like, hey, my bad. Like did you see the light go off?
Yeah, I didn't very notice it.
I thought it was something monitor wise. But no, yeah, that's just the first step too, is like acknowledging, let me hold myself accountable. And because but it is a learning moment, but a quick one, I guess you can say. Yep. Mind you, how long did it take you to send the I'm sorry text?
Months.
Okay. But I'm sure you've learned, hey, we're guilty. It's okay.
Oh, yeah. No, I've definitely. But it's still, he gets it once a week.
See, okay, that's what I was like. You said sooner. Okay, once a week. But you're still.
I reminded him that I'm sorry. I remind him.
Good.
Even when I see him, I'm like, man, I'm sorry. Yeah, you were right. I can't. Because whenever I speak to them, I get on to them. I'm like, remember how you got on to James? They're probably thinking the same thing. You're probably thinking the same thing. So just breathe. Allow. Because I'm trying not to be like I'm not trying to choke them with my love. I don't want them to feel like, oh my God, just get away from me.
Yeah.
It's because, you worry about someone. You're
No,
like,
for
what
sure.
are you doing?
The protection you're trying to prevent.
You
them
haven't
from-
called me. I know you're not acting right. What are you up to?
That's
And-
also.
And then I get to like, oh, that's why he called me so much. Oh, that's why he would question me, because he was right the whole dang time. Yep. Yeah.
Okay. The next one. Ooh, pause to prevent burnout. Life is so. The point of this podcast too. Think about it. The power of pause, right? Life is so. The hustle, the grind. We
Yep.
got a career. Let's come home and make dinner. Let's take the kids to soccer practice. Like, what's the next work project? It's always something. What birthday parties do we have this weekend? I've noticed even too, like my friends, everyone has these calendars, like these big old calendars that are like on your wall or like somewhere in a kitchen. And so y'all can like share calendars, right? Because life is busy. What do you have going on? What does your wife have going on? And then you combine it so we don't like double book. But that's the point, is like realizing pause a burnout, what that can do, because it can be detrimental, whether it be your health, your motivation, the discipline can like lack. You might be 2 weeks because I'm like, oh, I need to chill, like take a second out. But that can, you know what I mean? It just, things linger.
So the best thing that I have.
Yeah.
So we have our schedule, but there's 2 days that are blocked out.
Okay.
Sundays, it's church. Mondays, I'm off days.
Yep. I'm glad you brought that up.
Rest.
Yep.
God rested.
Yeah.
God worked 6 days, and on the seventh day rested. So if he did that,
Yeah.
who are we to work 7 days out of the week?
Is that the Sabbath?
That's the
day?
Sabbath.
Yeah.
If he created a Sabbath, and that in the Bible, these people, they didn't do anything on the Sabbath. They weren't allowed. It was a sin to do something on the Sabbath.
Yeah.
Who are we? Who are we to, I got to do this, I got to do something.
Yeah.
And what happens when I feel drained? I'm not being spiritually fed.
Yeah.
I'm not really, you did it to yourself.
100%.
You got all that stuff. What do you got to show for it? My pastor gave me the best advice about my day off. He's like, you need to have a rest day. You need to have an off day. Because what God does for the world in 7, he's going to do for you in 6. And ever since he told me that, I was like, all right, I'm going to be more intentional about my days off. I'm going to make a day off.
Yeah.
And so I have a day off. Because I was working 7 days out of the week at the time.
Yeah.
And I was skipping church.
Right.
And now it's like 2 days out of the week. But church is not my Sabbath. My Sabbath is
Right. Yeah.
Mondays.
But I was actually thinking about the Sabbath day because, again, that's also relevant because that's been in my circle right now as we talked about that and how everyone's Sabbath day can be different for every person. It could be a Wednesday, whatever that is on your life schedule. And so yesterday, going to church and the way my day aligned, I'm like, what's next? It's it's so hard for me. So that's something that I need to focus on. And that's why I wanted to kind of speak about it and touch over it, is because it creeps up to you. And then when that work week happens or whatever, it's like, whew, sometimes I'm not as in it. I'm not as in that conversation with the client. I'm not as present at that event that I may be sponsoring or something. So it's just like, realize that and just reflect and recognize, but pick a day. So I'm glad you picked a day. You've stuck with it too since last year. Didn't you do Mondays? Okay, good.
Number 5.
What you got?
Pause before a major decision or before major decisions.
Ooh, I'm like, do you have any? Are you guilty of any off the top of your mind?
Oh, yeah.
Some life decisions?
Yeah, there's a lot. But scripture tells us, it shows a lot of people who take a little break before I'm trying to think of a few right now off the top of my head. Solomon was supposed to become king, and he was like, God, I don't know nothing. So he made his sacrifice to the Lord. He did his time. But he did a pause before what he's going to do because he felt like he didn't know anything at all. Proverbs 3:5-6.
Okay.
Trust in the Lord with all thine heart, and lean not unto thine own understanding. In all thy ways acknowledge him, and he shall direct thy paths. Major decisions. We need prayer, counsel.
Absolutely. Because that can get you. I'm like, for me, I've had How many cars have I had to get? Gotten a couple car accidents. One wasn't my fault. It was a hit and run in my own driveway. And so the decision was what type of vehicle, what's reliable, what's good on mileage, good on gas, all those things. And so that's one I had to sit on that I was like, you know what? Let me not. I was so blessed to have the boss that I have, as in he's like, do what you have to do, take care of your things. And I was able to just do my research when it comes to that, sort of like whatever vehicle I'm going to end up with. Like, this is like long-term. What's the car payment going to be? There's so many depths, right, of when it comes to a big decision like that. And so it's just kind of always do your homework on, because I feel like I've seen some irrational.
Now that you speak, I think of one. So I had a opportunity with the internship with a huge company.
Ooh.
A huge one. And I remember when I got the role, when I got the offer, I was with a mentor.
Okay.
And we're sitting having coffee on one of our weekly meetings that we had. And I remember being like excited because I was right in front of him when I got it. And I got off the phone. I was like, man, I just got the job. They offered it to me. He just like shrugged his shoulders. He was like, well, I mean, it's a blessing. And I said, what? He goes, well, not every opportunity is a blessing.
Yeah.
You got to pray about it. And in my head, I'm thinking hand to mouth, like,
Right.
I got to eat. This is huge. I got to say yes. I got to do it.
This is your future. This is like all you've been working towards.
Exactly. And he was like, what are you talking about? I'm like, no, not everything is a blessing. And I, not pausing, I say yes.
Okay.
And I actually had a job offer for a huge role at a bigger company, at an also big company. I don't know about bigger, but it's also huge. In my internship, I succeeded. I crushed it, and they told me to try out to get a rotational program, which is a huge deal. And I had a rotational program offer from another huge company that these people actually offered it to me, and they're like, it's in writing. And this one's like, it's a maybe. You just apply it again.
Yeah.
And I love this place so much. I had it as like an idol. I lifted it so high because this is huge. They gave me first opportunity. So I was like, I got to wait for them what they say first. And this place was like, okay, well, we got to go somewhere else because we got other people who applied.
Okay.
You're just, you're another one. So I waited on this one, and they told me no. Broke my heart. I went down a hole for like almost a year.
Yeah.
Because I feel like they didn't see me as valuable. I'm probably not that valuable.
Yeah.
And it crushed me. It set me back so much. What I thought was like pushing me forward, fast paced so much, that actually set me back. That was a major decision that I thought was going to be huge.
To change your life.
Exactly. Like
in a blink of an eye. Yeah.
I think about there's a lot of artists who think they have to sign a record deal to be big and famous. And
they got that one that came up to them.
Exactly.
Someone to believe in them.
And give them some money, but it's really just a loan.
Right.
You got to repay back. And they think that's going to be their big break.
Yeah.
And it ends up being the thing that hurts.
Absolutely.
They don't get paid.
Yeah.
It was
the pause that it can do. I mean, also, too, what you even said about the year is kind of like those experiences can, set you back in certain ways, right? Dang. Okay. So you noticed that. I did not know that. I just learned something new about you.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay.
Sad times.
Look where we are now, though.
Yeah. Great times.
Yeah. Okay. Number 6, pause during a difficult season. Sometimes life forces a pause. It forces a pause through setbacks or waiting periods.
Yeah. Some pauses are chosen.
They can shape character.
Sometimes we choose to pause, take a break, but there's others that are forced like that.
Yeah,
For me, it was forced.
Yeah, no, absolutely. I've had a lot of forced moments, but holy moly, I come out for one with that too. Like the grass is, when it comes to certain decisions, because it's of an emotion, the grass is it's usually not always greener on the other side. I know, as cliche as that sounds, it truly is a real statement. But when it comes to being forced on those setbacks, something bad happening to you, or whether it be to a family member, there's so many categories we can talk about with a setback. It's just sit in it. Sit in it, and you truly don't. That also comes with no reaction. Two, it's like, oh, let me actually feel these emotions so that way they don't come at me later on. It's just learning how. And as we talked about with that fast, I sat it felt like forever. But holy cow, I'm so blessed that I sat.
Mm-hmm.
And so it's just neat. And now I'm like, but I don't know, it's hard. It's
Yeah.
better said than done.
Yeah, we did a Bible study not so long ago. Taught Joseph, I feel like for the 18th time. But Joseph waited in the prison. You know, David waited in the caves. Moses waited in the wilderness for 40 years. There's a whole lot this book teaches about waiting.
Yeah.
And it feels like the next page skipped 20 years
Yeah.
or so. But there's a lot of waiting in here. What I have open right here is the book of Lazarus. Is John chapter 11 when he talks about Lazarus.
Yeah.
You know, Lazarus' sister sent out to Jesus and said, hey, come tell my brother out. My brother's sick. The disciple, the person who you love.
Yeah.
Hey, the person you love is sick. Your friend who
Come
you
save him.
love. Jesus, the friend who you love is sick.
Yep.
Which is crazy.
Yeah.
Because we think that all the time. We say it all the time. Hey, man, I love you.
Uh-huh.
I need help.
Come help me.
He loves everybody. He loves us all.
Yeah.
And what did he do? He waited 4 days. 4 days. He already had passed.
So within that 4 days,
He passed.
things happen too, like the decay, the what the body does when you do pass away, and the waiting. You're so right about all the waiting.
Yeah, imagine, especially when you're the person who requested Jesus to
Right.
come. And the sisters, it talks about when he's walking up, they see him. Sister Martha runs out like, where were you? If you would have been here, he would have. They know who he was.
Yeah.
They know his power. They know what he could do. If you would have been here, he would be alive. You would be able to heal him.
Right.
Jesus, if you would have been here, you would have answered my prayer when I asked you to a long time ago. Like, what's up? What happened?
Yeah.
And he's like, what are you talking about? He's just sleeping.
Yeah.
He'll take things that we think are dead. He'll take things that we think is gone. Ain't never going to happen again. He ain't never going to get a job from a company like that. He ain't never going to be run a Fortune 500 company ever. And he's going to bring it to life. We talking about, it was just sleeping.
And didn't they physically want him there? They physically wanted him there too, I believe. And then, but Jesus was like, I'm always there. No matter what, I'm always there.
If you would have been here.
Where it's like, oh, and then 4 days happened and he walks out. And with what, the cloth, and he can breathe again. And that's whenever God's like, if you believe in me, I'll show up. That was a good, you told me to read that. And I was like highlighting, I'm color coordinating with what certain words mean. Everyone needs to read that story.
Yeah, Lazarus, come up.
Whenever you
Come
told me,
forth.
you did tell me on text, you were like, read the book of Lazarus. And I was like,
That's a book.
yes. And I was like, where do I find that? Is there a chapter?
full
Like, I'm
story,
still
yeah.
learning. No, yeah. And then I Googled, and then I found it on where, yep,
John
it's
11.
in John. It's in John. And so that it was just, I love the learning. I'm glad you said that. I wouldn't have known of what, you know what I'm saying? Don't just hand me things. Sometimes I don't need to just be handed stuff. Teach me. And you just so happen to do that. You didn't even realize. But
Yeah, well, he was told that he was sick, and Jesus was like, well, I got somewhere else to go real quick.
yep,
We're going to go over here.
he's on.
You don't know what he's doing in this waiting. He needs to do it for us sometimes. He needs to prove, look, Lazarus is dead. Any doctor might have been able to say, oh, you know, if medicine
100%.
came up, we had just gave him some medicine.
He's gone.
Yeah, it was, anything could have happened while Jesus was there, and anybody could have made an excuse for why he didn't do it.
Yeah.
And then 4 days, at that time, if after 3 days, the Jews, in 3 days, if it's still within 3 days, the Jews feel like the Spirit is still around. They're
Okay.
still like, if he would have brought them up within those 3 days,
Right.
it wouldn't have counted to them.
Yeah.
It would have felt like nothing happened.
Uh-huh.
But waiting for the fourth day
It was-
is a slap in all their faces.
Yeah.
All the Pharisees, Sadducees' faces, like, I am the Son of God. Come on now. Who do you think I am? And so, yeah, the sisters had faith. They didn't have faith. They had faith. If you would have been here, what
Yeah.
is wrong with you? If you would have been here, he would have lived. So we got to have, yes, we can have faith. We can get mad at him.
Absolutely.
We don't reject him.
Yep.
But we can get mad. We can be like, if you would have been here. But he'd still go in silence. Like, what are you talking about? It was just sleeping. You think that wasn't going to happen for you? Just wait.
He
Wait.
shows.
I have the final say.
Yeah.
I make things happen. And we think that we do. We think we make
We
stuff
sure
happen.
do. As human beings, we think it's all on us to make those decisions.
And take credit.
Oh, yeah. Also true. Also true. It's so, man, my life. Can you believe we started this podcast like a year ago? Mm-hmm. In the conversations we have and the way we speak now, it's like everything a year and a half ago, this was just not how we spoke at all. Even like just catching up. It's crazy.
Yeah, facts.
But what it's done though, the waiting, we've all been you and I have both been in a waiting in different categories of our life for many, many years. And it's just crazy to see the outcome of it and just the blossoming of our character, just different stuff, you know.
We talked about, so right here, Lazarus died. Mm-hmm. I had a father who actually died. Mm-hmm. Actually died. He didn't come back 4 days later. He gone. So I felt robbed of that. I felt like, man, you robbed me of my dad. You robbed me of the memories I was never going to have. Now I'm never going to have. Like, you robbed me of the memories that I didn't get to have with him. You robbed me of all this time, these things. But then when I look at it from what I was given, I was given so much more than that. I have fathers who I can call and ask advice from. Yeah. Your dad is one of my fathers. Mm-hmm. My pastor talked about James.
Yeah.
I got probably 3 other more. Like, I got fathers I can call and ask for advice, and they give me fatherly advice, and they love me like a son. Mm-hmm. And it's like, yeah, you lost 1, but I gave you 5 more. What are you talking about?
Yeah.
I gave you 6 more.
Yeah.
And if I were to be all bitter, it's easy to be sad about
100%.
it. It's easy about what I don't got.
Yeah.
But if I take that I and turn it to an eat, and I get better about what I got around me, I've been blessed. Mm-hmm. I've been beyond blessed. I lost my mom, but I gained so much more.
Yeah. You sure have.
I got women around me, your mom. I got women around me who pray for me, who love me like a son.
Yeah.
Who love my family like they're their own.
So much community.
Y'all, you and Seti are popular at the church. You're like rock stars. I'm like, man, hey, I'm over here too.
They're awesome. But
that's my family, and they treat you guys like family.
For sure. What that's brought, that's also the consistency too, right? And just the faith that it's along the way. Just because you went through something bad, you didn't stop, you know, and that's just everything you've overcame. But showing up. And when I left Sunday, I was, someone had asked me, you know, how was it and stuff, and I was like, this is, because, you know, I'll go to different churches. I'll go to different churches around. I'll go with girlfriends at their churches and stuff, which I love, absolutely love an experience like that. However, this one, I'm like, whoa, I forgot how many people that I knew. And just being seen, that's all we want in this life too, right? Is just have a 5-second conversation with me. How are you really doing? How are you?
These people will weep with you. They'll mourn with you. They'll cry with you.
And
they'll
they're like, sister this, sister that, brother this. And I'm like, it's cool. The power of community.
Yeah, and I found out I really had I knew they were my family before my mom passed. But
absolutely.
After, oh my goodness.
Yeah, I was going to say,
never deny that
for
place.
Years before certain situations, you've had that already. And so, yeah, you've been given the waiting.
Exactly, the waiting, but also getting in alignment during that waiting.
100%.
Getting in alignment with God.
I give you kudos. First, I know you probably had some bad days, maybe some weeks, but maybe some months.
With family?
Absolutely, yeah.
Don't we all?
But like you tried to stay straight. Might have had a couple curveballs, but we're here now.
Amen. I think that's what we were able to get through with time.
Yeah. Okay. Well, we're gonna go ahead and add. So, what was the last one? We ended on 7. Was it?
No, we ended on 6.
We ended on 6. Pause during difficult seasons. We got a few more for you guys, and I'm going to put that on the caption just because I believed it was a big, it's real life stuff that we can hold each other accountable for and whatnot, and I kind of wanted to go over. Time is of the essence, though, but thank you guys for tuning in on our podcast. You guys stay rooted.
And keep rising.